Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Nama. Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe. Wherever you are, we extend you a very warm welcome. It's a green morning, green afternoon, green evening, depending on the time zone, wherever you are. Hope you're taking care of your health, your wellness, your spirituality, your environment, and at the same time, you need economic wellness as well, ladies and gentlemen, because we all got to live wonderful life. And I was just talking to a gentleman, Dr. Himanshu Talwar, a little while before, and something very interesting when I was going through his profile. I read passion with profession, that is something very interesting. So today, let me take on you the journey. We all travel together, and something very interesting we are going to share with each other. We are going to take on, because there's a tourism, there's a hospitality, and there's airlines. All three of them, they are interlinked, interwoven, they are interdependent, and they complement and supplement each other's services best possible way. It's like a hand and glove relations. So when you talk about travel agents, tour operator, tourist transporters, tourist excursionists, you talk about hospitality industry, restaurants, and at the same time, aviation industry. Each one of them, they have got their own associations and their own organizations. The basic aim is, networking for the common cause, for the growth of the setup and organization, individuals, travel trade, and everybody. Similar way, when we talk about all these industry, what is the backbone of service industry? Okay, what is the strength of India? If I take that also into consideration, can India really become global leader in manufacturing sector? Where exactly the agriculture sector is going on? And when you take the whole economy, the GDP of any country, you take three areas. You take agriculture, you take manufacturing, and you take services. So the whole world, it has moved on from agriculture to manufacturing. From manufacturing, we are moving towards services sector. When you look at India's services sector and services exports, in whichever form it is, because India is a global leader as far as information technology, IT, telecom, and relevant areas. Of course, manufacturing might be taking place somewhere else, but when you think about the human resource, and when you look at India's maximum services exports, that is from IT and IT-enabled services. Now, we all had challenges right from 25th of March 2020, and tourism was the first bird to be hit and to be shot. And it's so fragile, it's so dependent, it's so interwoven with so many other industries. You take any segment, tourism is a part of everybody. And when you take that into consideration, you have to understand what exactly is the common part which we require for the success of any organization, any institution, any corporate. That is the human resource. And when you look at human resource, that means whatsoever education, skills, competencies, capabilities, talents, whatsoever we are acquiring over a period of time through our schools, colleges, universities, institutions, ITIs, polytechnics, sector skill councils, and for that matter, other verticals whatsoever are available for, the education and skills, you got to think about it. Okay, the world is moving on. The pandemic is tapering now. Things are becoming better. Certain countries have opened up about 80%. Some of them have opened 90%. India has yet to open as far as the inbound tourism is concerned completely. So different statistics we keep packaging and we keep displaying and we keep sharing. Now, the important human resource factor for the service industry, for that matter, even agriculture and manufacturing, that is our well-trained, well-polished, well-developed, well-chiseled, that is the human resource. Same thing is applicable for tourism, hospitality, and airline industry as well, and its sister concerns. So when you look at the whole scenario, you will come to know, I will share in a little while with all of you, that different associations are having different verticals but there's a need for getting all the educators, trainers, coach, mentors, counselors, whosoever you talk about, and including skill providers. They've got to be on a common platform. So, rethinking tourism, education post-pandemic, skills post-pandemic. So today on Tuesday, 16th of May, we extend a hearty welcome to each one of you, and let's move on together. Ladies and gentlemen, ICSI, which is a link between India and our Indian brothers and sisters across the globe, Pravasis, Indian diaspora, those have gone abroad, they're working very hard. They're putting their best of efforts. India gets the maximum FDI. You should understand that as well. उस सब चीज की जब हम बातचीत करते हैं, so our chamber is a link between India and Indians abroad, that is our NRIs, at the same time leading corporate houses and others. These are the various associations. When you look at them, tourism, hospitality, aviation, what we have got in India. If you read them out in your own time, but quickly I'll give it to you. In India, for travel and tourism, when you look at, and the other organization related to, we have got Indian Association of Tour Operators, Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India, Travel Agents Association of India, Adventure Tour Operators Association of India, Travel Agents Federation of India, Outbound Tour Operators Association, International Air Transport Association, and then you have got ITA Agents Association of India as well. Then you have got PATA, Pacific Asia Travel Association. Then you have got PATA India also. Then there is the Association of Tourism Trade Organizations. And then there is a body called FAITH. Then, of course, you have got ICPB. You have got United Nations WTO. That's the World Tourism Organization. Then you have got ICAO, ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, as far as airlines are concerned. And then, of course, you have got World Travel and Tourism Council as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world, and that is feast. Feast होता है वैसे भी जब आप किसी को कुछ अच्छा देते हैं तो feast. And you know, sometimes you use the term otherwise also. भोजन के अलावा you can also use a term feast for my eyes. You know, feast for my soul. And when you talk about feast, it's a forum of educators and skill providers for tourism. You have got the email ID also, feast@icsi.asia, and you have got the WhatsApp number as well, which we utilize. Now, way back in 2001, a legend of the Indian tourism, Shri B.K. Goswami, who was DG Tourism, Government of India also, he was Secretary Tourism, Government of India also. In 2001, I still recall that particular day when he told, let's invite the papers from the world over. Let's get the educators and research scholars from world over together. Let them come on a common frequency and common platform, and let's share the vision with all of them. And I still recall the Tribune on December 4th, 2001. They carried out a big news that Shri B.K. Goswami, the former Union Secretary Tourism, Government of India, launches the feast. And what all tourism comprises of. You think anything on this planet, directly or indirectly, it is linked with the tourism. I'll talk with you some other day, this in detail, but just understand art, craft, you know, handicraft, heritage, culture, cuisine, dances, music, costume, your flora and fauna, wildlife, natural resources, man-made resources, our forest, our desert, our mountain, climate, rivers, lake, cruises, rural, urban, and agri-based, and then farm and agricultural land tourism, architecture, caves, fairs and festival, cuisine, sports, and beaches, oceans, pilgrimage, spirituality, temples, and a couple of other amenities when you talk about travel and tourism. Now, what exactly Feast is working towards? How to connect the dots? किस तरीके से हम सब इन dots को मिलाकर भारत में एक ऐसी human resource तैयार करें which should be acceptable world over and people enjoy. Let me first of all read out the people, those who have joined us. Paras, hearty welcome and wishing you a great evening. Sakshi, great evening. Then we have got Reena, great evening. Then we have got, let me read out. Vandana, hearty welcome. All these people, those are joining us over here on the YouTube directly, keep sharing your views. Now, what is the necessity of the feast? And why to have feast? अब देखिए, एजुकेशन और स्किल की जब बातचीत कर रहे हैं, रिसर्च है, टेक्नोलॉजी एडॉप्शन है, इनोवेशन है, एंड ट्रेनिंग वर्कशॉप्स हैं, स्किल डेवलपमेंट है, and youth have to acquire the global competencies. Same goes for teachers also. Student exchange, faculty exchange, collaboration, various events from time to time which has to take care of. So the mice industry plays very important role for all of us. And when I say mice, you got to understand from this point of view what exactly is meeting, incentives, conferences, and exhibition. It's a lifelong learning with travel and tourism, which we all have to realize something very important. Now, when I talk about tourism 4.0, you have to see that the artificial intelligence and the technology is coming in a very big way for all of us. It's moving ahead and it's coming very closely. So personalizing passenger journey, and there were a lot of variables, and at the same time you got Internet of Things. All that you have to take into consideration, and you have to work it out how the technology is coming so fast in travel, tourism, hospitality, and aviation industry. There is a biometric recognition also, because there's going to be less and less of human touch, and there's going to be a more digital interface, recognizing the technology, voice search, voice control. You can do so much contactless payments, which we all are encouraging. Emerging roles of the robots also in the tourism and hospitality, how they are coming up in various countries like Japan, United States, and a couple of other countries. When you look at it, how basically this artificial intelligence is coming in a very big way. You cross the airports and big malls and big places, you have got artificial intelligence chatbots, and they give you all instant information, whatever you're looking forward to. Now, the connectivity is also coming up in a big way. And when you talk about 5G, and when you talk about onward 6G, 7G, and all that has to come. But at the same time, there's a greater need of the cyber security as well, because as the technology we will be adopting quite a bit. And can you imagine how much is going to be the cyber security, the business itself in travel and tourism sector? It is poised to exceed, more than $2 billion equivalent within the next 2 years by 2025. And when you talk about Internet of Things, whether you're doing your ticket booking, taxi, restaurant, banking, and you're going to different places, you want different services. So how you should have the smart technology giving you smart kind of an inputs, and your device can take on so many things. So role of IoT, when you talk about Internet of Things or in hospitality, you have to understand. Now, beyond the key cards, the technology powering a smart hotel. Just with your mobile, you're having the entire services, you're checking in, you're having the ambience of your room being adjusted. All that you are taking care of right over there just with your mobile. You can change the texture of your curtains, you can switch on your television, you can increase or decrease your AC facility, how much cooling you need. Usage of blockchain in tourism and hospitality, that also you have to understand very well how it is. And there's a complete process which we take into consideration, like decentralized booking, streamlined payments, simplified identification, reimagined tracking, and incentivizing the loyal customers. Now, how big data benefits the travel and tourism industry, like particularly your revenue management, your strategic marketing, your customer experience, your reputation management. And when you talk about market research and targeted marketing, all that is a part of, and your augmented reality, virtual reality in travel and tourism, in hospitality, as well as coming up, in the other segments of holiday and leisure tourism. And when you look at it, now we are going beyond AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, and now we are entering metaverse. That is, once again, you have to take how basically you enjoy everything and you feel it's a people can experience the new locations in a virtual 3D space. So that is something fantastic which you have to understand. Beyond that, when you're going, there's a metaverse, multiverse, and omniverse. That's also taking place. And further, if I move on with you, the NFTs enter the travel and tourism industry. If you remember that MakeMyTrip.com, they had done the experiment and they had taken certain places. And the first batch, of this, the landscapes of Goa, Ladakh, Odisha, Himachal, Kashmir, Kerala, Meghalaya, Rajasthan, and Andaman Nicobar. So this NFT, that is non-fungible tokens, that was online travel company Make My Trip, they had launched with a limited edition. So you can go through the details, you can see it yourself, what exactly it is. Now, most visited website in India for travel and tourism, you got to understand what exactly is happening. These are some of the prominent websites which we are showing you, which are used often for various services related to travel and tourism. Now, these are the best 10 travel apps in India, which are quite optimum in use of, and everybody is trying to make best use of it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud, our chamber is proud that we set up in a very humble way India's first finishing school for service industry way back in 1994. So what was the vision? To work on the personality, to work on the communication skills, to work on basic IT skills, basic selling, marketing, and public relations skills. And our main focus was tourism, hospitality, airlines, retail, events, rural development, teacher and youth empowerment, whatsoever best could be done. This was a small glimpse of the ambience which we created, one-stop destination for entire service industry. Now, these are the glimpses of the youth and educator empowerment, various programs from time to time. Our chamber is also proud that we set up 13 finishing schools. And at the same time, when the RUSA, Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, the policy was being made, that time we gave the valuable inputs. And today, if you go on the AICT website, All India Council for Technical Education, on the home page itself, when you go on www.aicte-india.org, then you will find there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth button on the home page is education. When you press it, down below, you'll have the finishing school. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of it. We had also been taking this journey to the northeast part of India in a very big way. We did lots of programs. We are proud that NCERT helped us quite a bit. Secretary, the Education, Government of India, and Director NCERT, and other organizations, along with the teachers training program and capacity building, we organized in the NCERT complex itself, their campus. Now, teachers training workshop, thereafter in 16, 17, and there was an IT and ITS digital empowerment program for teachers. Honorable Governor of Punjab and Administrator Chandigarh, he took so much of interest, and you can see him right over here. We invited Digital India Highway for Transforming Education, and that was all done on ITS based, where the latest apps, latest gadgets, and everything was there. One of the concern was that youth are getting sometime quite a large numbers, depressed. They develop anxiety. They have a depression. All that we have to come up. And when you acquire these kind of, difficulties in your life, you get towards the drugs as well. Some of them, they got into the bad habits. So you got to understand how to bring anti-drug awareness programs as well. And we are so very happy that our chamber brought number of such programs for the youth across country with various stakeholders, various organizations, and all of us together. Our humble efforts was no child should carry anxiety, no child should be depressed, no depression. We will help you out and will bring you out. You got to remain positive. That is something very important. And then National Council for Teacher Education. They had their international conference on journey of the teachers' education, local to global. It was in 2019, right in Delhi, in the Army Manaksha Auditorium. And it was a wonderful, along with the NCT, we organized this program and we enjoyed. Thereafter, our chamber developed a teachers training manual also, basically for empowering and giving them the latest. Finishing School Inspirational Lab for the capacity building of youth, teachers, and trainers, and corporate and women empowerment. This is our every year the India Service Industry Compendium, which is strategic approach. Then in between, we also got the input on Buddhist pilgrimage facilitation, and where basically we train the pool of the youth who should become, basically not calling them guides, but they become the facilitators, like executive training program was done specially. Then Chamber took on some journey in Assam, Arunachal, Sikkim, and thereafter, ladies and gentlemen, in a very humble way, we wish to share that we had taken in this journey training for almost 52,000 youth and 35,000 teachers. And the whole focus was education, empowerment, employment, and entrepreneurship. Before pandemic, we had full-fledged, the finishing school, which post-pandemic has gone totally digital. Earlier, it was a physical infrastructure where everything could be touched, everything could be felt. You could enter the finishing school. Now you have to enter digital way. We have taken the digital journey. And in this digital inspirational lab, जिसको हम दिल भी कहते हैं, we work with every child and every teacher on their curiosity, creativity, imagination, innovation, design thinking, critical thinking, adaptive learning, immersive learning, project-based learning, technology-based learning, exploring and experimental-based learning, joyful learning, and empathy-based education for everybody. And now we wish to share that this digital inspirational lab, for which we have got the trademark also, we have got the patent also. So now our total focus is how to make education and skills relevant, where children need soft skills, they need hard skills, they need digital skills, they need global skills, and they need life skills. So mental wellness, personal wellness, professional wellness, social wellness, and unlearn to learn. You got to see that. You have to come out with flying colors. So capacity building of training, of the teachers and the youth is being taken up by the chamber through the digital inspirational lab, digital way. And these are all project-based training program, activity-based training program. It's a learning through nature where you become the part of nature. Let me give you the quick glimpse of the digital inspirational lab.
Welcome to the Inspirational Lab of ICSI Finishing School for Service Industry. The International Chamber for Service Industry, or ICSI, brought on ground India's first finishing school for the service industry in 1994. However, it has become an inspirational lab and turned completely digital post-pandemic. Here, the students link academics beyond syllabi. Their journey from effective communication to connecting skills, curiosity to creativity, along with soft skills, life skills, and technical skills. Health and wellness is another important component of the Inspirational Lab at ICSI. Inspirational Lab is an initiative of ICSI to develop a holistic approach in education transformation. Visit icsiindia.in. Welcome to...
So I just wanted to show you that so that you get an idea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you all got to remember Swami Vivekananda. He said, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Believe in yourself and start saying from today, after seeing this particular program, apne aap se kahiye, I can do it, I will do it, I must do it. Education got to be all holistic. और education, skill, entrepreneurship, MSME, इन सबको जोड़ना होगा. This is post-pandemic. We have come out with the research and compilation, and that is basically rethinking tourism post-pandemic. We have done about 14 webinars on this particular book. It's available free of cost. You can just log in the icsiindia.in web portal on the home page itself. You can have You can go through and there's an option you can download. We are grateful to advisor Chandigarh administration. We had a detailed discussion and presentation on 27th October 22, and he is a great visionary who wants to do a lot for this particular region. And we discussed with him capacity building teachers, empowering youth, developing nation for the future. Any country's growth, ladies and gentlemen, depends on the development of its educator and youth. That's something which we all have to realize. Now, we have started working with Chandigarh administration to make Chandigarh as a role model for education and skills. And we had a detailed discussion with Advisor Saab and the education department. Now, we took the slogan right over there as a case study, developing Chandigarh role model in education and skills, research and innovation. Should you wish to know the basic details, then you can go through our webinar, which was telecast on 31st October 2022, and you will find all the details. This is we going on ground, conducting various training workshops, meeting youth, meeting teachers, meeting educators. These are all photographs of different institutions. And of course, we had gone to Sector 23, the B.Ed college also, where the yoga was quite important. And thereafter in Sector 20D in Chandigarh, the Government College of Education took initiative, and we started something very big on 11th of November 2022. And it's a wonderful journey. You can see it right over here, because it depends on the dynamism of number one of any organization. So the gentlemen and people, basically, those are associated deeply with it. We are proud of the principal and the coordinator of Sector 20 Government College, which we have got. Children are very vibrant, very, very cooperative, and very innovative, very enthusiastic. They want to learn a lot. Our chamber has also developed a day intensive training workshop for the youth and educators. Those are interested to be a part of, or those are already be a part of travel and tourism, hospitality and aviation industry. And at the end, ladies and gentlemen, we wish to share with you, if you go on the ICSI web portal, that is which I told you, icsiindia.in, you will be able to see the very first, box which comes on Feast, and that's Forum of Educators and Skill Providers for Tourism, which is all of us. We are together for policy, for research, for academics, for skill, for technology, for training and industry. Let's move together and understand.
Welcome to Forum of Educators and Skill Providers for Tourism. In December 2001, travel and tourism educators and scholars deliberated and celebrated at the International Conference on Emerging Trends and Future of Tourism Education, which was held at Chandigarh. As an outcome of the paper presentations and recommendations, it was decided to set up a forum of tourism educators and scholars, and the same was launched by an eminent tourism lover and veteran of tourism industry, Shri P.K. Goswami, a former Union Secretary Tourism, Government of India, and founder president, ICSI. In the recommendations made, the need was felt to bring tourism educators and scholars to work closely in a collaborative way at the university, college, and other educational
institution levels, to bring in confluence of expertise of various tourism education experts on a common platform for greater benefit to industry, and to deliberate ways and means to upgrade and improve the quality of need-based travel and tourism education, research, skills, and competencies, while bringing uniformity in tourism curriculum and collaborations throughout the country. Feast invites you with a complimentary membership to Intellectuals Forum to make tourism as the growth engine for India's socio-economic development by imparting need-based education, skills, research, innovation, and technology adoption through collaborative wisdom and expertise.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we extend you a very warm welcome, a complimentary membership People, those are teaching tourism, vocational teachers in schools, colleges, universities. If you're a research scholar, if you're a trainer, if you're a counselor, if you're a teacher, if you're head of the department, whether at school or college or university or training center, skill center, competency center, ITI, polytechnic, wherever you are, we provide you a forum, we provide you a platform where you can share your ideas, where you can share your vision. This is the entire platform, and the forum is for teachers, for educators, and skill providers for tourism. If you're from the industry, travel agents, tour operator, tourist transporter, hotelier, restaurant, you're also more than welcome, because education needs corporate, and they should be like hand and glove together working, so that ultimately the product which is coming out of the institution is straightway acceptable by the corporate sector. So with these words, ladies and gentlemen, email is also given over here, feast@icsi.asia. You have also got the WhatsApp number over here, 73411222044. If you go through this, you'll be able to enjoy wonderful journey, and you'll be able to share your vision with the entire world. We extend a very hearty welcome, very warm welcome for the complimentary membership of the feast, and people can come. You can go on the icsiindia.in web portal, and right on the homepage, you can see the feast, log in, just put in 5-6 parameters, what is needed over there, and thereafter be a part of the global journey together, where we all share lots of things together. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ कल रात को 8 बजे फिर आपसे मुलाकात होगी, तब हम फिर मिलेंगे एक नए टॉपिक के साथ, to shape, to take care, to help every youth and every teacher across the globe. Those are part of service industry with a focus on tourism, hospitality,